Another session, another obsession. After reflecting a little bit, talking with people, I realized I really want to make a session where we're making like intentional choices. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna try to share how I can make intentional choices to make a song and maybe try to find some preferences so we can learn to create something that we actually like. Hi, my name is Victoria Helen. As an artist, I'm making my first album now and I'm taking you along with me to share my journey, how I'm trying to learn producing myself and release my album songs. My goal is to help you, to encourage you, to inspire you to create your music, your art, to feel free and flow into it, that it's not taking a piece out of you, that it's more giving you something in your life that actually elevates you and it makes you a brighter and a cooler person as you are. I'm in a Discord group where we can share our emotions, our journey, where we can share our thoughts, how our music is going. If you need a motivation, if you need a friend to talk to, then I think this group is just perfect for you to join, because Art Collective, we can talk there anything you want, really, whatever you're struggling. I really want to create a space where people can speak freely and help each other. On that note, we're gonna try to be so intentional with every decision we make, and I'm gonna share everything what's in my mind. So now we jumped into our first studio, and my boyfriend already wanted to try something out. So I'm gonna explain like what do I mean making like intentional choices. So the idea is to I feel like usually it's really hard to build stuff out. So maybe if we try to build it intentionally, which means we're gonna think, okay, we need something for the low end, then we need something in the mid, then we need something in the high end. So everyone has their place is a first idea I have, which I learned, and then the other idea I have what we can do to try uh, to try to think of this emotion or something. We're gonna try to make sense of it. I don't know if it makes sense. So anyways, let's try to do something. So I'm gonna just show you what he did for me. He just played two things. So yeah, I'm gonna show. The labs is the first pattern where we have our first chords we've chosen. And what we can do, what I can show you also, is wait. So what we can do is like I'm gonna this labs is here. So, yeah, so labs is here, and it looks something like that. This is labs. This is a really nice synth. If we listen it on a single, I think it's on a 10 track, so let's open that up. So we're gonna add it to 10. Here is our labs. Let's just name it our synth for now. I don't know much about it, but crossbeat apparently is a thing a lot of producers use, so we're gonna try to use this, and it's already open here. And if you can go crossbeat, you can go momentary. It was here, and then you just put half, 1/2 speed, so it changes the voice. I'm gonna share you how it sounds without, because I really like how it sounds with it. So this is without only the piano, right? Wait, actually we can single it also here if you want to listen it. It's a really nice synth. Now we put the cross beat down. Let's listen to that now. This is like a lot deeper, so we're gonna try to do something like that. I feel like I used those chords because I can remember in one session it just remembers this other song we were making. But intentional choices, so what is intentional about it is this is gonna be just like the filler of empty spaces, because usually we need something that leads the stuff, right? That this has like the bass stuff. It's not a bass, it's gonna be right in the middle or something. So I found a little better corner to film I don't know, it's really hard to find myself a spot in here, but it's okay. Yeah. So I was explaining without video because I apparently it was paused and I don't know how I paused it, but it's fine. It always happens when you film yourself. But yeah, pretty much that's what I added the crossbeat to make the synth sound cooler, like yeah, half a speed or something. I don't even know how to explain it. I really need to learn more about it. I don't really get it. So, but like I said, there's instruments that we like, and I want to first actually focus before I'm creating like leads and stuff and adding something. I'm thinking we should add here like a nice bass or something. So I'm just gonna use my basic bass. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm gonna use some sounds I know as I created my, you could say, persona or musical persona I tried to create. So let's go citrus, and I'm gonna go to bass. Okay. I'm just gonna listen with that and try to do something. So let's just add a bass here. So we have the deep here. Now we're gonna go to piano roll. So the bass is pretty much the same stuff. I'm gonna just take the low notes, the root notes. And then we go bass, right. There are shorter ways to do it, but it is what it is to me. And we go deep, and we go like that. Pull. Oops. Then we drag it here. If you hear the cleanest songs are usually separated. I don't know if I'm correct or wrong, but to me it sounds like that. So, really dry weather. Literally, like my throat is even getting drier the more I speak. Like there's no air. But it's fine. I mean, finally it's sunny. Like I told you, it was so rainy for. Like, I feel like these are like our first sunny weathers where we can actually go to the beach because before we couldn't. So I was like, also one cool thing. I know you, most of us, you're not in Estonia. If you follow me, you're most like all around the world, which I'm really grateful. I really like that. But I'm gonna have a concert, and I've been practicing every day pretty much. So I'm kind of busy doing everything. We should make a better order. Usually there's a bass in the beginning to start low, mids to highs. So let's just take out this stuff. So let's just add the bass. Okay, let's leave hi-hat, this and this, and maybe extra, so still 4. So bass is gonna be our 5th, and this is what I say, like making intentional choices, like thinking also like where do you put them so you don't have to clean later to do extra work, but it takes either way time and you have to come back and fix stuff, but I'm gonna try to do my best and become better, and that's the whole goal of these videos, you know. So we're gonna add it on 5th. Okay. And how we can separate it is with EQ, as they said. I'm gonna leave the bass as it is. I'm not gonna do much right now because I feel like the kick and the beat is gonna like determine how we can play it. That's what I saw, is like, of my bass are long, maybe I can learn at least maybe when the like chorus part starts, maybe we can make like a beat and a bass that kind of correlates together. I don't know. I had a cool EQ we downloaded, just don't remember the name as always, so I have to write things down, which is okay. But we're gonna just use the default of FL Studio EQ. So first I wanna make it, I don't know why I'm gonna make it steep. I'm not gonna make it steep. Yeah, it's gonna be just low pass. So that pretty much allows us to keep it in a low end. And that separates the sounds when we want to be more sharper and we want cleaner sounds. So that's at least my explanation to that. Now we're just gonna listen. Right now it's like a subtle, nice bass. I know it's like a small difference, but I don't know. We can listen, look, with the bass. Like with EQ and now without EQ. That's what I want to say. I mean, if you ask me, it's really subtle, and that's kind of annoys me because I'm like, what happened? I don't know what. But I think that's fine, you know? We don't have to know everything. I think I want to make a beat right away so it helps me to understand maybe what are the things I can build in here, right? And I'm thinking something simple. I know these are not the best drum sounds, but that's fine. So FL Studio have also some kicks and stuff. They have kicks and stuff in this left panel up here in this amazing button, and we're just gonna channel presets. No, there's packs, and then you go drums, and you may find your Valentine. Let's try something. So I need to think like what do I want to sound like, so it's more acoustic, or maybe no, not really, it's more synthy. So maybe it can be a little bit like a clam. I don't know why this word comes to my clammy. What does that mean? I have no idea. It's like a little bit like a dung dung, like pretty much like this one. Yeah, so that's like really drum and bassy, these, I guess. I don't know if I'm correct or not, but they usually have like really deep kicks. I'm thinking to use 2 kicks, so let's say we're gonna use this one, and this is for the second. That's like a thing. I also saw that sometimes to create like diversity, either you draw it on piano to make like a different notes in a kick, or you use another kick to create like a little diversity if you double them so they sound like they're on different notes. So, or they just sound a little different, you know? I don't know. Where is my confidence today? Nowhere to be found. It's like I said, even after reflection session, it's not like you fix everything right away. It's like the consistent effort of doing something and learning. That's when you're eventually gonna be like, now I'm finally getting it. So let's just add it on a new pattern as a drum. Okay, let's try some basic and maybe some snare. Someone said if you sing a drum, then that must help you. I don't know if it helps I'm not really a drummer, you know, I don't really know about drums. I can imagine. Yeah, that's weird. Then it's just like just something like that. Chick chuck chick chuck chuck chick. Chuck chuck. So I need to think of something double. And how we can make it intentional is choosing a snare that is not too clashy because we want it to be subtle. That's how we need to find words to describe it. But at the same time, it's punctuating. Maybe what we can do just for the lulz and lulz, just for the lulz. What I was thinking, oh my god, I really hope I didn't build it there. Yeah, we're here, great. Then maybe we can, because this snare is a little bit more like there's more, I don't know, the first beginning is like more ja, you know? So we can maybe add it on few parts just to test it. Why not? It makes it interesting. Yeah. Maybe it's too much, but what I think is we're experimental and trying to be intentional, and it's just unique. It makes it a bit uniquer. So it's not just a plain simple, so it has like some few elements there and there. I think I want to skip hi-hat now and then think if I want it. Well, we can try it as always. I don't like it on the same time as the other notes. Okay, let's try the slower one. Alright. It's not bad, that's it. I really like to have it more like even with the snare and this, so it adds it like little funk. I don't know if it has it, but just how I feel about it. Like I said, intentional choices, something you feel that is kind of telling the story. So it's not like the arrangement right now. We're just gonna like add stuff. What we can also do is the usual stuff, as I said. Kick is here. No, it's not. This is number 2 kick. This is number 2 first kick. Just EQ it. Why not? Make it lower and low pass. So it adds a little more punch and a deepness to the kick. So that's pretty much what I wanted to do. Okay. Now that we added our kick in here, what else we could do? But just in first kick. Maybe the other one can be softer. I mean, it anyway needs to stand somewhere. We don't need to do it everything, so I'm just gonna do whatever feels like right now is flowing. My phone is officially full storage, so I deleted some videos. So let's do our next instrument. I don't know, I was thinking there's a lot of cool ones in flex. So where are you? Sometimes you just can't find the thing, so you just have to go here. I think I saw it and now I've already clicked here. Flex, flex, flex. Let's go. We can add some cool strings, which I really like. But I don't know. Let's see. This piano is not working. I took a MIDI with me, but I don't really hear anything, so. Oh, we got it. We got it. Let's go. If you wonder what I'm playing, this is, oops, in limited space. This is a MIDI, so really small one. Can't really play a big octaves, but that's fine. So it adds like a little synthy vibes, staccato, spiccato, maybe like a. So it's pretty much like doubles. So we're gonna go to. Let's make it on the synth now, and then we can split the channel up, right? Just take the whole thing. We're gonna go to staccato. I think I like staccato more than pizzicato. Okay, now it's like. Listen it again to correct ourselves if we're wrong. The intention behind it was to make it fuller and add a little life to it, and usually like what sounds I usually like are strings, you know, something that's kind of natural, kind of, you know, anyways weird, like draw in the MIDI pretty much. Okay, I don't know, you know, we can add then or lead, which we don't have, so maybe we can play all in the synth so they're like in one category. So what we're gonna do is play as automation, and how we can do it, let's do it separate, so it's like it's a lead, it's a lead. It's another distant sound, not the same as the other one, because the other one has less reverb and echo, which we can do because it's always with a lot of it. So let's practice it. Go to leads. Notes says automation, and let's try to play it. Okay, we got it. this is our extra lead. Let's put it on 11 track. What we can do is add it more to the high end, so it's like this is our high end. Like I said, there's low end, mid end, high end. So this is gonna be definitely higher there. So it's gonna be high pass. Let's add reverb. There's some interesting ones. Ambiances, distant. I guess we can add something else because it's still empty. These are our SOAS leads, but we're gonna just drag the others a little down. Definitely can be filled more in special elements once you build up your song, but I already like the complexion. Let's see in Flex, maybe there's some interesting. So I recorded with my MIDI. I added from Flex the enchantment. This is no, I forgot the name. Fairy Sparkle. Enchantment. Well, I don't know where that came from, but it's like an extra thing. Now we're gonna just fix the placement a little. Okay, what we can do is quickly make it a channel. So it's gonna be like ninth, and I'm gonna add it extra synth. This is like a filler synth, I would say, but let's just add it as an extra synth. We have like our basis, what we can build stuff now. We definitely do not want to start with everything, so I do think I need to break up the drums. So let's say our beginning starts somewhere like the middle part. It's like longer, it's like 2 times, so it's like 2 frames. So this comes in here like the full thing. And now we're gonna just delete stuff. I'm gonna delete this. This is like a usual build up, like a little bit in the beginning. Then I usually would like to make like a shorter chord progressions, but that's fine. This part is pretty much like a verse, and then there's a little hole as always that jumps to the chorus. So now there's no special elements. We're just gonna try to sing something. I was born in a place everyone would say no, no. I was torn many ways. Can I just be something for me? Okay, these were first random words. We're gonna just write something that makes sense. You can say I went a little crazy. If you look, my hair looks crazy, but I'm layering so many vocals. Apparently I did a little break and I came back, so I'm gonna try to like, and I had this crazy idea to sing even higher. Oh my god, it's so crazy. It's something like and to sing it again because there's this little bloop. So let's do it. I know it's crazy. Woohoo. And now I was thinking a little bit higher. I know it's a little crazy, but why not? You layer as much as you want. Something like maybe it's too high. I'm so sorry. I'm literally screaming in your ears. Oh my god, I got some power randomly. I think this first part is so cool. It's so layered. I was like, I don't like it. But then I realized my issue is that last time I was so disappointed what I made that when I sing, I felt like, oh. But all I needed was to layer my vocals because vocals fill the missing pieces. If I don't know what instruments to play, maybe I can put more vocals, and that's totally fine, you know? So, yeah. I think it's a really good lesson. Look, we're learning. I mean, it's always back and forth, and you never know with each song. It's like so much different. Like the theme is, I'm using my phone to write. The theme is like show up as this, be like that. You're too young. You're too old. You're using too much makeup. You're using too little makeup. You're talking too much. You're talking too less. You're weird. Like all of this concept. If you feel overwhelmed by that this is exactly how anxiety comes. It's like be these, everyone thinking that they know better how your life is. So it's kind of like a song where I'm like kind of acknowledging the moment of like just everyone trying to like press you into this, like, oh, be like this, be like that, you know. It's like one thing for me is like when I made music, and it's like, oh, why are you making sad songs? Like, just make happy songs. But that's again relative. Maybe someone takes my music as happy. I feel as my songs elevate me and make me happier because I feel it, you know. And that's how I look at it. So yeah, oh my god, I got some cool posts singing these crazy notes. I feel like I want to make the chorus like, yeah. I think we should do like, yeah, like when the idea comes like, yeah. Maybe I should do like saying with words like, oh no one, misery, like something like, you understand what it is. Maybe it's too much, but I kind of like the multiplied Victoria, that's it. Selfish, not enough. Times they feed off your misery, and these are your friends. They are only there when you're miserable because they're codependent alcohol drinker with them or whatever it is, right? But if you want better, you need to see if this friend actually is happy when you're happy, and they're there when you're sad, and you name it. I think noises is my best craft. When I use my voice, I'm good. I'm getting energy. But meanwhile, when I produce music, I'm like, someone save me. Literally, that's how I'm feeling. I'm struggling so bad. You can tell. Like, that's why I feel like I'm so stuck. It's fine. Look, it's fine. We don't have to always be like, yeah, you know what I mean? So let me just think of the middle part. It's like, if you want more, you're selfish. I don't know. If you don't do, you're lazy. If you don't choose, you're useless. Oh my god. Why do I have to do such face like? Maybe I should sing it like that because the words are like, if you want more, you're selfish. If you are a fish, you're my dish. I love it when I sing, so if anyone has any cool sounds, send me. I will sing and make a video. Actually, I'll be really happy to do that. But I should be happy when you find the right thing. You have to live. Pretty much I added this sentence. You're too young to build, you're too old to live. It's like the same thing. Oh, but you're too young, don't worry. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And then there's this other saying, this limiting saying that people say. It's like, oh, but you're too old now. It's like this pressure. It's always the pressure. It's like, oh, but you should have been 19 when you do it. I'm like, I was doing singing and everything. So it's like, so finally I've finished kind of something. It's so hot in this room. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go outside, have some air, and we're gonna listen this craziness I made. I haven't edited no vocals. Only I think there's EQ it. Nah, there's not even EQ. It's not even made, so I'm not gonna add it here. I'm gonna keep it now raw because I need to wait. What did I? I need to listen it and, you know, have a little view and think what's up, you know. So I think I'm gonna share what I made. Anyways, what I did, how I tried to think of is like I first did once, but then I added double, so I put 50% other left, and I sang like 3 times the same thing. So verses, chorus, everything. I don't know. There's no structure. It's just a random song, you know. But anyways, there's like a lot of layers, a lot of stuff, and I kind of like that, so I'm keeping it now. It's not leveled anything, it's not mixed with voices anything, but that's what we made in this one day. So let's listen this madness and my crazy singing. I kind of like the beginning. I'm kind of vibing with it. It's on the nerves or whatever you want to say. So let's go. you get the idea what he's singing. Oh my god, that was a crazy session. I almost gave up, but I was like, let's just do it then. So thank you for being with me and doing this crazy stuff. I mean, it's kind of crazy to me, like how some songs born. I first hated it. Now I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm vibing, and I think that's the important part. That the vibing may come later. Just when you give up, like that's literally what I was. I was like, I can't do it, and then I was like, okay. Then I come back and I'm like pushing. I'm like, oh yeah, finally. Even though I got mad and I get crazy, I still kind of finished and kind of like got some vibe out of it, and I'm kind of happy I did it. So that's the greatest lesson. Pretty much what we learned today and what was my focus is to try to think a little intentionally, so I will be also happy what I'm making. I've been struggling so hard to like anything I do. But how did I get to this realization was with my last video, which I shared with you. I shared how I like to restart again, how I refresh my mind when I feel like I'm stopping myself from doing certain things. So if you feel like you've been also kind of stuck sometimes and you don't know how to move forward, then I have this like a nice refreshing session to you can do yourself at home, and you can just restart again and you feel energized and you feel a lot better. Thank you so much for being here. See you next time. See you next Monday. Bye.